There is a controversial topic at the moment, especially when talks about spirituality or awaken, about labels and all the labels that are used. For example, psychic, starseed, light worker, channeler. And the talk is there is no one that is more important than the other. And we are all here to support each other. So the label are not necessary. And I do agree personally. I'm curious to know your opinion. Please share it. I love to read your comment every time. Whether we are here to support one another in unity with no one being better than the other, I personally believe that labels do not change what it is. A label does not change the essence of something. And on the other side, everything has polarity, everything has opposite poles. There's the light and the darkness. For example, you've got what is true and what is untrue, and all half-truths in between. Everything has polarity, and so if the label can sort of feed the ego for some people, in other ways, the labels can very much be helpful to distinguish and to create awareness. If a teacher would not call himself a teacher, the student would not know where to go. If a cobbler would not call themselves a cobbler, someone with shoes that need repair, they would not know where to go to. So personally, I think it's wonderful to see both sides of the medal. Yes, it can go wrong if someone uses terminology just to feed the ego, but also not using the terminology can also lead to confusion, because we lack then the opportunity to recognize and be aware of how are we here to support one another. What are the services or the skills or the talents that we can help each other with? And then discernment remains one of the biggest part. Let them other people decide. Mel Robinson lately has done tremendous, beautiful success with a book based on this concept, to let other decide, let other figure out their way. Other will have their journey of opportunity. They will have their chance to make a decision whether they can trust someone or not. Is someone legit or not? And that discernment takes time. But the beautiful truth is also, when we come back to the heart, when we come back to the essence of the soul, that essence cannot change if it's in alignment with the truth. I was making this analogy the other day to a friend. If we take the seed of an apple and the seed of an orange, they may look very similar at the beginning, but as they grow and as over time they blossom, or the fruit comes up and starts to form and take shape, that it would be more clear that one is an apple and one is an orange and one is a rose. And it does not matter if other people call it differently or do not call it at all. The essence will remain, and the apple will remain an apple. And on another side, for that apple to call itself an apple will help so many other people that are looking for that and are looking for relatability, are looking for curiosity. Labels can be constructive. On the discernment point, which is so important, I'm also going to take the opportunity to add that my discernment course is on the making. So I'm asking to my community, if you would have to take part on a course that treats and elaborates about discernments, to teach you practical steps to learn how to distinguish and how to discern, what would you like to see in that course? What would you need to find in that course? Whether you are someone that needs to take decisions at work, whether something is true or not, or how to decide what is best for you, or whether it's something applied to the energy work, discernment when it comes to energy healing, or when it comes to spiritual channeling. Discernment is part of everything. So I would love to receive your insights on what could be beneficial for you to learn about discernment, so that will support me to create more content. To close the loop in circle and to summarize, labels can, yes, bring to feeding of the ego, but that is not the label itself, that it comes from a compromised essence. When one starts to take off and detour from the truth and the light of the path and starts to choose the ego, that is also an experience, but that is not the label. The fault is not of the label, yet in the eyes of the observer, in the person that makes the judgment. Label can be very much constructive, and they can help so much to recognize and be aware of one another. And it's wonderful. I truly believe that biggest message is to support one another in unity, and there is no one that is more important than the other. And it takes a village, it takes a community, it takes a world. Each of us has unique particular skills, and it really takes each and all of us for things to create and continue to grow. I'll close this video with one of my favorite quotes from wonderful Jim Rohn. Each of us needs all of us, and all of us needs each of us. Keep the light up, everyone. I'm Federica, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.